Imagine being born into a family whose name opens every door, but you're the one they never mention. The forgotten heir, overlooked and underestimated, watched as the family's reputation grew, built on old money, power, and secrets. But instead of fighting for a seat at their table, this heir plotted something far more radical: to eclipse the family's legacy by making their own name synonymous with hope, not scandal. The plan wasn't about revenge, it was about transformation. The heir began quietly funding scholarships for underprivileged students, each one a lifeline that carried a new name: theirs. As the media caught wind, headlines shifted. The family's scandals faded into the background, replaced by stories of opportunity and change. The heir's generosity wasn't just charity, it was a calculated campaign to rewrite what the family name meant to the world. Next came hospitals and shelters, each bearing the forgotten heir's name. The family's old money had built monuments to themselves, but these new institutions were different. They were alive, bustling with people whose lives had been changed. The heir visited often, not for photo ops, but to listen and learn. Their presence was quiet but unmistakable, a stark contrast to the family's usual displays of wealth and power. The family tried to reclaim the spotlight, hosting lavish galas and making grand donations, but the public's attention had shifted. The heir's acts weren't just generous, they were personal, targeted, and relentless. Each new project was a direct answer to a real need, not a publicity stunt. Slowly, the family's name became a relic, while the heir's became a symbol of genuine change. The dynasty's grip on the narrative was slipping. Social media exploded with stories of the heir's impact. Viral videos showed heartfelt reunions, surprise donations, and lives transformed. Hashtags with the heir's name trended worldwide, while the family's old scandals resurfaced only as cautionary tales. The heir never spoke ill of their relatives. Their actions spoke louder. The world began to forget the family's misdeeds, focusing instead on the hope and progress the heir inspired. Behind closed doors, the family watched their influence wane. Invitations dried up, and their name no longer commanded respect. The heir, once invisible, had become the face of a new era. Their philanthropy wasn't just about giving, it was about erasing the old narrative and building something better. The family's legacy, once unassailable, was now a footnote in the story of the heir's relentless pursuit of good. In the end, the forgotten heir didn't just overshadow the family, they made them obsolete. Their name became a beacon, a reminder that legacy isn't inherited, it's earned. The family's history faded into oblivion, replaced by a new story, one of compassion, action, and transformation. The world remembered the heir not for where they came from, but for what they chose to become. Sometimes the best revenge is simply doing good, louder.